we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Rebels offense will go to work first. They'll give it to the back. Got enough for the first. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
The Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. So after the first down run, here's second down. Off play action. They get to him as he throws. It's caught. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
So Missouri's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This crowd full of throats, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo.
and he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And
he's got it at the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the Rebels have it with a first and 10.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense going forward.
The Rebels pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Beautiful job by the wide receiver because he knew where the first down sticks were and he adjusted his route accordingly.
To the air on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. And the Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Wong. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Richmond. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. They're going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Flips it out on the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
I mean, good news here. They get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking downfield at Tester. Right on the money. After the pickup of 9, it's second and 1.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy.
There he goes! Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Back to pass, it's Hester. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Release to the back. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Lost to fire on second down. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Fires to the big fella. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Yates. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Hester. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I...
Turning it on! Forced out of bounds, good pickup there on the ground. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Under fire. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here's the return. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Hester. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Finds us back in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll take it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Rebels! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the impact.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the 15. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. The give to the tailback. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Kicking interference. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Finds a man on the left. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the Grove at our Fellas at Mott Hemingway Stadium.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, in the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive of the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense.
Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Hester. Catch in the middle, it's Yates. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Rebels will have it 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that... You're hard if you're on offense because it looks like you're just going to hand it off and run in for the easy touchdown. But because of bad ball security, that ball comes out, the defense recovers, and they're able to take over.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. The throw. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. He leaves it with his back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 7 over Purdue. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Richmond. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Hester. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Can't get him to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Rebels have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
I like the idea by the quarterback. He wanted to attack the middle of the field. He found his open guy. The receiver's just got to be able to make a play for him.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Still some work to do after that last completion and second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Romanowski. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up 3rd and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a tackle.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve.
Turning it on! Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Snap to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hester. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey, I got to create a penalty here and save my...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent...
He'll take a deep shot here. Catch and stride inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost. He's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. And I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
They'll try the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pressure coming. And they get it to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man. It's Romanowski. And he's knocked down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Bring in the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So Missouri will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll move the tight end. To the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us, because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Here we go, here we go. To the air, it's Hester. They've got the screen set up. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long where he's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Going for the big play. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.